AV SuperFriends on Topic is an independent production wholly owned and operated by AV SuperFriends, LLC. For the highest quality recording of all of our shows, visit avsuperfriends.com.
If you've only been listening to On Topic, well, you've been eating the salad bar while the rest of us are in the kitchen watching the fryer catch fire. Here's what you missed on the last 2 episodes of Off the Rails. First, we hit the road to Northwest Met, where digital signage was declared dead, Android-based room appliances started aging like gas station sushi, and everyone was reminded that cloud-managed is just a fancy way of saying, surprise, your workflow is someone else's roadmap now. Then we were joined by Neutrick to talk about Layer 1, cables, connectors, soldering, terminations, and why your beautifully programmed AV system is still worthless if someone globbed an XLR together like they were frosting a cupcake during an earthquake. They're launching a comprehensive training program to address your terrible cable termination skills. So yes, On Topic is great, but Off the Rails is where the weird, esoteric stuff lives. The actual higher ed AV therapy. Catch up now before you miss something else and force us to explain it to you slowly. You can find everything we do over at avsuperfriends.com.
This is AV SuperFriends on Topic, a 30-minute monthly roundtable focused on a single topic. This discussion will be opinionated, to the point, and saturated with our well-known blend of painfully won expertise and deeply ingrained immaturity. For July 2026, yes, you heard me, it's the best-sounding and most explosive podcast in higher ed. This is the AV SuperFriends on Topic, episode number 73. Broadcasting live from the land of Liberty, Signal Pass, and suspiciously overloaded power strips, from sea to shining AV over IP, from rockets' red glare to blinking red LEDs, from life, liberty, and the pursuit of one more USB-C adapter, this is the show that believes all classrooms are created equal, but some were clearly designed by committee. I'm Chris Decker, and you're tuned in for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure with the AV SuperFriends.
Hello.
This is our 4th of July show, if you haven't guessed.
Here, I mean, you can smell the sulfur.
Yeah,
right.
I've got stuff queued up, but I'm going to get
I know.
to this
Just
first.
don't. You got to hold it, man. Don't blow the load.
And let's say hello to today's panel of very patriotic AV SuperFriends with, where'd it go? This one. Our first panelist handles every classroom emergency that begins with the phrase, when in the course of human events, the projector stops working. He's a director of declaration-based escalations from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
I told you that it was going to work flawlessly whenever I said it was going to happen.
Our next panelist specializes in preventing dramatic pops, sparks, and smoke from racks that were absolutely working yesterday. He's a senior fireworks mitigation engineer from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolowazinski.
We're going to fight fire with fire. My recommendation is to throw more fireworks on the fireworks if you want those fireworks to actually extinguish themselves.
It sucks the oxygen right out of the fireworks.
100% of the time works every time.
Which is actually, by the way, how they put out oil field fires.
That's what I'm saying. See?
And our final panelist develops long-range classroom technology plans that honor America's semi-quincentennial by replacing displays installed during the bicentennial. He's a 250th anniversary refresh cycle strategist from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Chris is gone.
Lost Chris.
I wonder which version of BMPS that is.
That was one long distance troubleshooting thing.
Yes. So he's say hello to Larry Darling.
Yeah, that's me.
Did it mute?
It muted you,
went away
froze
for a
you.
hot moment.
Oh,
Your new super high speed internet.
Yeah,
crapped out on you.
Awesome.
But
2.5 gigs of garbage
in that quincentennial, whatever that was. How many computers? How many computer cycles is that, Larry? Like how many times did you have to replace the computers to get that bicentennial replacement cycle?
I see it once every 4 years, so therefore it's a lot of math.
Yes,
at least 2.
60?
How old am I?
Carry
60
the 12.
times.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So this is our 4th of July, Independence Day, whatever you want to call it, America's birthday show, because this is you're listening to this in July, except for those of you live right now. But we're going to discuss with that. That's our theme. So we're going to discuss why we're declaring independence from dumb AV practices. But first, some housekeeping, or as Jamie calls it, all that stupid crap, which I read every time. First of all, if you are listening to this as a recorded MP3, congratulations on your exercising your God-given right to consume media on your own schedule. But we stream live on Fridays at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, or whenever Mark finally declares independence from whatever meeting he's trapped in. You can join us live for that on Twitter, LinkedIn, or YouTube. And if you can't join us live, we still like for you to connect with us on the socials. You can follow AV SuperFriends on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blue Sky, and whatever other else the Republic has not yet completely collapsed. Search for AV SuperFriends, look for the logo, and pledge your allegiance to the only podcast brave enough to talk about classroom technology, bad procurement decisions, and HDMI handshakes in the same breath. Also, don't forget to spread the word. Share this podcast with your friends, colleagues, enemies, loyalists, revolutionaries, and that one person on campus who still thinks VGA always just seems to work better. We ask you to celebrate your independence from boring AV content by forcing someone else to listen to a few dozen episodes, preferably in public, preferably while you're wearing a tricorn hat. We're not saying you should dump tea into a harbor, but if that tea is a terrible wireless presentation system, we understand and we salute you. If you want to support the show, please consider donating. Your contributions help us to keep bringing you the honest content that you love or love to hate without having to form a committee, issue a bond, or beg the Continental Congress for emergency podcast funding. You can find the donation link for that in the show notes or on our website. We are eager to hear from you, so please send us your questions, comments, complaints, grievances, strongly worded declarations, or proposed amendments to the AV Constitution via email mailbag at avsuperfriends.com. If you want to talk AV, EdTech, higher ed, bad installs, heroic fixes, or why your campus still has a projector older than the Bill of Rights, we want to hear about it. So join us live, follow us online, share the show, support the cause, and help us to continue the long national struggle for liberty, justice, and properly labeled cables for all. Thank you for your support. We could not do this without you. So there you go.
You did it. You made it.
And all that crap.
And all that other crap. That's the whatever that stuff.
Like and subscribe. Oh, we have a button for that. Hold on.
Yeah, smash that like button, Jamie.
Bang.
It's right in front of Larry.
Oh. All right. That's enough of that.
Actually, you could put one up by your head over there that would have the logo. All sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, you'd be all in the way.
So on today's show, being the theme, not that one, being the theme of Independence Day, 4th of July, summer stuff, whatever, all that fun stuff. Usually what we do is we have a list of grievances and we celebrate America by blowing up a small part of it. This year we decided we're going to lean into the semi-quincentennial birthday and declare independence from AV stuff. So could be independence from poorly documented systems or from proprietary design, whatever that may be. We all have a thing we're going to declare independence from, and we'll just see how that shakes out as we tend to complain about things.
Aspirational independence.
It's very much aspirational.
It always is.
So let me see. Let me get this going.
Oh man,
why is that not? There it goes. All right.
There we go.
Get some music.
Set the stage here.
Lots of fireworks to fire.
There we go. You always get that first one where it's like, you know what, it's dark enough. It's dark enough. Go
There's
ahead.
Always that kid down the street. Yeah. You wait for that.
Like what? Cam.
Let's see what else we got here. Where's our?
That's a whole thing.
Where's our fireworks? Here we go.
We have, kudos to Cam. We are in the midst of putting together an assessment document. Like we always get all these manufacturers, hey, can you try this thing out for us? We're like, we want to give them back real feedback with numbers and like what we like documented. Here's why we think your thing, your widget, your tchotchke, your plastic and steel is either good or bad. Freedom from not having any documented trial and error and like assessment. So kudos to Cam putting it together.
Wait, well, so what are you declaring independence from? You lost me there.
Just trying stuff with no documented feedback to the manufacturer as to does it work, does it not work? Does it do more than just turn on? Would it work for you or would it not work for you? And why?
I like the ones that step one, create an account for our cloud service.
Correct. Or just pay a bunch of money and we'll let you know if it's any good. Just saying, that's a whole thing too.
No, I don't think to do that. It's just pay us a bunch of money and we guarantee it's good.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that too. Sorry. No,
there's no assessment going on any of those.
We thought about it. He's like, we should provide them some feedback as to what their thing does well or what it doesn't do well, and why we think it would work or not work for whatever the solution is. And so we put together a whole document package. So, we didn't. I mean, you know who the tokens put it all together for us, but that's a different story. So.
Does it use lots of M dashes?
It might. No, actually, it's very clean. All right. Anyway, so what are we doing? What is this? What do we got going on?
We're declaring
That was
independence
just a free one. I just
from
threw that one out
AV
there.
stuff.
No, it
I've
wasn't
got a
even
very
scripted.
specific one.
I know you do. Start us off.
Okay.
Get us moving.
Get it going.
I am going to declare independence from single vendor fantasy ecosystem lock-in.
Damn it. That was what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Can you give me a description, an example of what one of these may look like?
So we're all familiar with these from the standpoint of your favorite Tronisys company out there,
Okay.
who builds their stuff to work not just best with, but usually only with their stuff. And sometimes one of these large companies goes out and purchases another company, and now that stuff suddenly only works with the other stuff. So you have to kind of like stay in brand lock-in sort of thing.
Digging the hole.
Yes.
Although sometimes the new company stuff does not work with the old company stuff. I've
And
noticed
sometimes,
that too.
yeah. So when they do that, then they have a new version of that thing that no longer works with the old version of the thing. So, it's eminently frustrating. It is always a pain in the ass, and usually kind of starts guiding whether or not you want it or not. You're kind of on rails at that point. If you are going to stay with the support ecosystem, stay with the available. Software access and development costs and all these things are kind of locked in, and so your choice for whatever stuff you may need down the road of any sort of control, switching, transport, encoding, decoding, appliance, whatever it may be, is like, oh, it's whatever one they're offering.
Yeah, you can have anything you want as long as it's one of these three.
That's right.
That's all
Sometimes there's
you
only
get.
two.
One, yeah, actually, it turns out there's only one, and it's not out yet.
Yeah, and that's
might
not
come
shipping,
out
so.
next quarter, maybe. We're
So,
announcing it.
One of the things I've been doing is I've been rebuilding well over 150 spaces on campus over the last 4 years, is doing everything I can to avoid that sort of lock-in. It is required at a certain point because generally the physical interface, clicky button or touch thing or whatever, only seems to talk to one brand things, though. Check out OpenAVC if you haven't already, and other ones like it. But that kind of where things start, but it doesn't mean you're limited to like, I have to use their transport ecosystem. I have to use their audio system. Like there's many other options. I've done everything I can to continue broadening my horizons and the horizons of my staff. So we are better at our own jobs because it means we speak more than one manufacturer language. This is not the case for most people. It is always a challenge. And I understand it's easier to just go spec everything from one manufacturer because then you don't have to worry about it. In theory,
But my warranty, Chris. My warranty.
But
I want a single throat to choke.
is the myth of that the support structure actually legit? I have found it
No,
not.
it's not. But
I have found that
they will perpetuate it as such.
It's just safer to buy it all from one place because we know it'll all work from one place.
It's
and
all
I've
been
just
tested in theory on paper.
I just find
Yeah,
that that's a myth. It's
yeah. But I think when you chunk your system into like the layers that it exists in, like there isn't one manufacturer that's addressing all those layers cleanly anyway. So
Oh,
there's
No.
There's a couple. There's
I
two
know.
big ones who try their best.
try
and their
to.
salespeople will tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
So
it's like, so I don't think that one of those layers is required to be one of the other ones. I think
you,
can
my
all-
friend, in that time period between now and July, must have not have talked to the right boots at Infocom.
Well, I'm sure somebody will show me on Infocom. And yes, Justin did actually declare his independence from us today. He said he was too cool to be on this show with us. He wanted to get his
Come on,
sneak
Larry.
peek
This is
at
your
Infocom.
chance.
Yeah,
Let it
This is
go.
Larry,
Come
I'm
on.
shooting it up.
I am.
we call this a Justin Free Friday.
This is a
It's,
Justin
it's
free.
like every other Friday, isn't it? It is a Justin's Free Friday.
Justin.
the rivalry between Larry and Justin over who may or may not miss a show continues.
You know what? Whoever has an account out there that can spend some tokens on us, can you give us an audit on how many shows each of us have been on?
I don't.
I
lose.
want to
All right.
know the numbers.
I already know that I'm Justin's problem. It's him.
Speaking of Justin, the thing that I'm declaring independence from will sound just like Justin, so I'm sticking up for Justin at this point.
You're holding him.
I am.
His hill. All right.
Yeah. So historically on our campus, the architects bring in the AV consultant on large capital projects, and I'm the creep standing outside the window like Justin, staring inside, trying to like,
Face pressed against the glass.
yeah, like
making smearing things.
I send them our designs and try to play nice, and hopefully they use some of them.
Is that you can sit there watching them laughing,
Exactly.
doing that.
That doesn't cost enough money. We're not going to make any margin.
That's
on that.
not all from the same company.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Preferably one you
Exactly.
don't use.
However, this past year, I've actually got a capital project that we're designing from the start. And then we have another one that I'm actually working in close proximity with the AV consultant to get
Like
everything
in
in.
the same county, or
They're actually talking to me. Like, this is like usually they talk with the client, and then
Larry's
I
like,
follow
new
up.
phone,
and say,
who this?
And I follow up and like, okay, in 8 years, how do you want this room to actually work? Like
Oh,
that kind of thing. But I feel like this year we're actually making progress. You know, we're starting to dump tea over the side of the ship. We might be making headway in us handling all of the capital projects on campus. So
what are
I'm
you
feeling pretty
specifically
excited.
what are you specifically
I am
declaring
declaring
independence
independence from consultants coming in and directing the future of buildings.
The British are coming. I can see Larry running down the hall. Oh
from?
man,
Kicking tea
tea.
out of their hands one cup
no,
at a time.
we won't have it. Not here. Fight the fight. What about consultants? For Justin.
Yeah.
Jamie, you want one? Or you want me to jump in here? Don't want to scare
I think I'm going to declare my independence, and I have been. I'm continuing my fight for independence from specified independent networks.
There will be no
What?
new islands on this. On
No
in
new
this country.
islands.
When have you ever had an island?
No, well, okay.
He's
So
building
let's-
up a wall. There will not be an island coming in here.
there will be no islands. I got
There
the
never
bridge
has been.
manufacturers happening.
So you got some sort of like dredging ship, and you're going out there connecting all the islands.
All the islands.
You're not part of the mainland.
You
Pay
build an
taxes.
island. I'm dropping in a new bridge, or at least a ferry service.
Once
I had-
they get all the packets.
IP ferry service.
Yeah, at least it's gonna run
It's
through
not
there.
fast, but it'll get you there.
Just put them all on this boat. It'll get there sooner or later.
I use all my network ferry services for Dante. It works great next week.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Don't
Totally
worry
out of
about it.
sequence.
You can hear today's class in 3 days.
But I had to
gonna love
Larry's
it.
point. We did have a capital project where the original bid spec was for a company who does have a healthy ecosystem, but it only kind of lives in its own little world. And I said, well, I need it on the big world, like, and it doesn't really work that way. Then I guess I really don't need to have you here. In which they responded with, well, that doesn't seem
Oh.
right.
Very nice, sir.
It's like,
Am I gonna
Rather
get money?
extreme.
look, quit selling me the goods of it's AV over IP. We can just go anywhere as long as it's on our own little network switch. That's on our little network island. That's on our little. Can it interconnect? Well, yes, but it won't work the way you think it should. I'm just over it. So I know it's been an ongoing battle, but it seems like I lost ground in the last year or so.
Wait, you're
Like,
telling me
I-
somebody installed some islands over there?
They're not that they're not installing them as much as they're attempting
more
to.
peninsulas.
They're trying to.
Oh, they're trying to
So it's,
hardcore.
it's like eroding away. It's gonna.
They
like,
have
become an
shovels
island?
out there every time he's
Well,
not looking. They're just digging.
Yeah, it's kind of like
outta here.
those new islands that like Abu Dhabi's putting outside.
Archipelago.
They're like, we're gonna make a palm tree island.
I thought you were thinking more like Bugs Bunny cutting Florida away and just.
Yeah.
That's whatever works. I
Okay.
just, but I'm also finding that even as an industry, we're kind of. It was like everybody's trying to do that. Now they're kind of going back to what Chris was saying. Like, let's get away from that single vendor thing. And we're seeing vendors come out and say, like, well, in our network, all this stuff plays nice together. But if you want to put it on a different network, it only 3/4 of the way plays nice together. I'm just kind of tired of that BS. But
3/4 of the way it plays nice together. I want that to be somebody's slogan.
listen, I'm full ass, half ass of the time. It's
Quarter ass.
Oh,
Well,
man.
and so to your point, Jamie, we are even seeing that with the threatened, and it comes up every couple of years, the threatened, in this case, AV over IP interoperability. Yes, but what we're seeing is kind of like HD-based-T a number of years ago, or still, depending on if you're using that or not. Certain things will make that transition, but not all the features and not all the monitoring and not all the support and maintenance. It's just like,
But
if you buy only our stuff, it works fine.
It's like, come on, if just stop trying to close this in again. There's two main companies, like large-ish companies, that over the years I chose them because they were more open and they were and now they're starting to close themselves off. They're building their own walls to fill the moat to become their own island, and I'm just kind of over it. It's like, come on, let's open that crap up. Let's go. Let's use the full power.
Islands are nice, man. You should give it a try.
Weather's great.
Just see Larry with his feet up on the island, hanging out.
Well, that's because Larry has like 17 boats that he drives around to each one of these islands.
Yeah, it's nice.
I get the little umbrellas with just like 192, 168.
And the weather's nice here too.
Put them in the drinks.
Is it?
In fact, I was just setting up a few encoders and decoders today, and they're all 192, and those suckers work all day long.
It doesn't matter that it pulled a 169. It's fine.
Still
those
works.
are a little more difficult. Those are a little more difficult when it does pull an APIPA, but
yeah. I just, like I said, I'm declaring my independence from the islandification of our systems.
You'll be back.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I believe in world peace.
Looking at my list here of other things we
didn't get to mine. The first one was free. That was
Well, I'm just trying to see, did we do any ones on here that we already taken? Yeah, I guess we did. So, okay, Mark, what are you declaring independence from?
I have a list of things. I'm going to go through the first one. I'm on
Get after it.
Fence, but I'm going to put it out here anyway. Freedom from the tyranny of the control panel.
Ooh.
Do you wait?
Expand.
Do you mean the control interface, or what do you mean by that?
One of the things I keep asking myself is, why are we still expecting users to be temporary AV technicians every time they walk into a room? We're all guilty. We've spent decades perfecting the buttons, the panels, the menus, the source selection.
Start here, buddy.
But maybe the goal isn't. Yeah, exactly.
I got something.
We shouldn't be making
start.
the better interface. We should be actually just eliminating that interface altogether. And I know that sounds blasphemous to many, especially people who like pride themselves. I'm a programmer. This is how it all starts. I get it. And that's,
look how terrible these graphics are.
Right. I've seen people like, this is good. And I'm like, the fact that if it has any more than like 3 selections on it, it's bad. Like
what happens if there's 4 sources?
No.
You get rid of one of them.
You don't need that.
What's the 4th source, Larry? Get rid of it.
I don't know, but I'm
justify its existence. So
wireless share.
Duh. Appliance.
That doesn't work on this island.
You want to throw into Boston Harbor as far as you can.
So to me, it is. Are we for a chunk of the industry that claims automation and out there and doing the things, and we deal with sensors and all these things? We can automate a lot of things we ask people to have to do via those touch panels, and people still think they have to put those things on there. We got to put an advanced page on here so they can route everything to the moon.
Projector freeze.
Cares. Nobody cares about that stuff. Because you think it's neat from a programmatic standpoint.
Blank and freeze.
Yeah, like do you need to have all this stuff? The more I see touch panels, the more I'm like, I just don't want to need those.
The
things.
module I got from my lock-in single manufacturer ecosystem.
It says I need to be able to.
It has all these options. I'm putting all of them on there.
No, they're not directors. They're not. They want to just. I need to see my notes on the screen here and like the PowerPoint.
You can't do that. No, that's
exactly the same thing everywhere, sir.
Right. So I don't know.
Your notes. You bring a laptop or a paper.
Let's break away from the shackles of over buttoning touch panels and actually question the need to have them in the first place. So what can we automate? And the rooms do what? What are they supposed to do? Can we just automate that when people walk in, please? I want to hear, well, who's going to turn it off? When they leave their room, it turns off. Like, it doesn't matter.
Instantly.
Like, just
that happens if they fall asleep and the room turns off in the middle of the movie. That's not good.
Well, you're not just doing just the motion thing, man. Like, there's other ways we can do these automations.
That's a different argument.
Larry, then you install a ceiling fan.
That might say more about the movie than the actual AV system.
Freedom from the tyranny of the control panel. I think it's time to rethink where you actually need them, and it's not the first thing you need to have in every system is a control touch panel.
I want to agree with you, but I have tried the automation route.
I want to, but you're dumb.
Sometimes people plug in things they don't actually want to see, and they need the panel there to, like, they'll plug in their laptop, but not actually want to switch to the laptop. I have no idea why they do it, but I have seen that.
I'm completely on board with the simplification of control.
Yes.
That's not what he said. He said remove the touch panel.
I want to get rid of the touch panels if
I
possible.
don't think that you really do.
I don't think you can.
During this call, I've been sending messages to my team, said go to every room in the College of Business, remove
Get rid
the
of
touch
them.
panels.
Get rid
I
of them.
just,
No.
I'm thinking about the new car we just bought and the fact that no.
I mean, but we'll have a long, deep dive conversation at some point. Like, what is it that you need that to do? Not today's not the venue to do it, but I think we over-engineer by way of touch panels because
I
we
would
can.
agree.
We don't
I
need
would
to
agree.
be doing all that stuff.
So, Mark, this is intriguing, and we've talked about this in the past many, many times.
I'm
but
actually
this is an
doing
interesting
rooms
concept of
for
like
this.
the next time you have call it a simple room, a basic room,
Yeah.
something without any frills.
Yep.
Can it be designed and engineered in such a way to not require a user interface? And what would that look like? I think that's a personal challenge for everybody because there is definitely something to that.
Agree.
And I think we do those pretty consistently. It's once you get past that very simple room that I don't think it works.
Well, that's my next
Oh,
thing. If there's
okay.
time, the freedom from the one size fits all.
It sounds like we have a future off the rails yelling contest on our
Doesn't
hands.
need to be the same thing everywhere all the time. We can have variances. So anyway, that's my stuff.
Standard kit parts.
Kits that don't need to all be exactly the same. But how are we going to support that? You'll be fine.
So somewhere in here, and I'm looking for my notes on it. Now I can't
Oh, no.
find.
There's notes.
Well, sorry, that's the wrong. I'm phrasing it the wrong way. Oh, damn
Oh.
it. See, I don't have these all labeled correctly.
Oh, your
What?
cables?
One of my quiet contemplations
Oh.
is about touch panel interfaces,
Oh.
I think that is an
but
appropriate.
I don't know which one it is because I have them labeled by number.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Are you sure it's not contemplation F?
So
Son of
I
a-
literally saw somebody on Facebook posting like, "Hey, look at this! Like, we're doing a UI conversation." I couldn't tell if the post was implying
Making
this
fun
big,
of it or
giant
saying it was
design
good? I think I remember
or
that
bad.
one.
I was like,
Yeah.
there's like 27 buttons on this touch panel, and it's like, as a user,
Okay, I
that's
found it.
if your touch panel has more options than a standard keyboard on a computer, you are doing it wrong. I'm telling
But
you
we
right
would
now.
like you to. But you're correct. We'd like you, but we would like you to share that with some sort of
Yes.
quarterly manufacturer call and make everyone else look at
Yes.
it too.
So are we taking an impromptu quiet contemplation?
Yes, here we go.
Okay,
fine.
here we
Break
go.
Break it up.
Ready? Here it goes.
And now, Quiet Contemplations by Miles Dante.
If a touch panel has more than 3 or 4 buttons, it should also have a small slot where users can insert their hopes and watch them disappear.
And $100
See?
bills.
See that? We're getting there.
By hope, we meant $100 bill.
I've
Tip your
built
programmer.
that automated room, which I've teased you guys having. It is a Zoom room, so there's a controller, but it's meeting controls. So all the
you just-
stuff.
Oh my God.
Doesn't do
Okay,
it.
I declare we
But that's a different
separate
thing.
from
Different
Mark.
thing. That's a different
Yeah.
thing. But the on off, all that stuff. Do you need to press a button for on off?
Not if it's a Zoom room, no.
I take that out. If I walk into a room, if I plug my thing in, do I need to have an on off?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Well,
leave
because
it at that.
apparently
I'm gonna
Larry has
leave it
people
right
who
there.
come
No.
in and plug in their laptops just to charge them.
I have had to answer those support calls, yes.
I think sounds like we are going to
This is
have
gonna
a show on
this
this
is
in
gonna
the
have a
near
show on this.
future.
What
We are
can be
gonna-
automated versus what can't. We're gonna score it and we're gonna weight it, and then
And
we'll have
if any of
somebody
you out
judge it,
there are listening to this and you think that Mark is an absolute moron
which is everybody,
or
I'm fine
agree
with
with him, which
Or
I
a
doubt.
genius. One of the two. That's it.
Yeah.
No middle
Yeah,
ground.
no
that.
middle ground.
There's
You-
nothing in the middle. It's either
You're the
complete
pro
shithead
Mark or con
or-
Mark, but
Nothing in between.
There's no in between.
and come on and let's yell at him. So
You know,
let's
Mark,
do
so
that.
you could build a highly automated system to do all of this without any user interface if you stay within one manufacturer's ecosystem.
Yes.
You might be
that
right.
we've declared
You
independence from.
might be right. I'm
Mark's declaring
questioning the need to have
independence.
any of those ecosystems to begin with. None of them.
Yeah, but
VGA
if you-
cable strung directly to that projector. Signal sense gets a job done all day.
There's something to be said for that. And then I use the 12-volt tap off of the side of it to go over and hit the lights.
Mhm, exactly. So, anyway,
We don't do
All
lighting
right,
control.
there's a space in between somewhere.
It is an intriguing, design exercise. Like, how much of your typical space could you fully automate, and how would you do that?
Nothing else though. Everything else is fine. Chris, you have independence from mystery DSP files in here.
I have
Explain.
independence from everything. You don't like just random ass DSPs that are done differently by somebody else?
But if the outcome's the same, does it matter?
Yeah, when you go to
Yeah.
troubleshoot, like, why is that mic over there weird? Holy crap, what is this? So my
Well,
favorite is
I'm
going to
like
declare
overly,
independence
like
from
I
the
need everything to
DSP.
line up in the DSP. I can't stand like the weird like spider web
Yeah,
stuff. I
there's
want everything to be very linear.
Or the simplified DSP files where there's one giant mixer block and it all runs to that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
mystery blocks people do. Oh, this is the what do they call it? The the term is like, oh, you can just be whatever you want it to be. Don't do that
The
shit.
flex block?
Yeah, don't do that shit. Like
Where
use
you're,
common blocks.
you're hiding like 17 other
Yeah.
EQs in
Oh, this
there.
is my
Like, what are you doing?
proprietary seasoning and special spices I put into my DSP program.
I've been using this same one for 10 years.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
great. Does it though?
It's a fucking channel strip. I mean, let's be real.
Let's see. Do we have anything else we want? We talked about architects. We have that in there. Proprietary cables would be a good one. So I'm glad we're seeing companies move away from that
They're going to come back.
somewhere.
Just have
So
a
by the way,
sneaky
I
suspicion
found,
they're
oh, you're
coming
going to love
back.
this one. I had a very old room. Someone called, say the camera stopped working, et cetera, et cetera. When everyone looked at it, yeah, hey, that camera seems to be dead. It receives its power over this proprietary cable from a unit over there, which is also using a proprietary extender, which is also discontinued. So the cable and extender are both discontinued. You're up a creek. So enjoy.
Just call your ecosystem of choice and get your new one.
Also noted displays with terrible input switching. That's a good one. Like, I'm going to show you the home screen because here's many Android icons you might want to look at.
I
Yes.
declare independence from home screens on professional displays. Like, we need to be able to
Yeah.
turn that shit off. I'm so tired of getting a quote professional display and then it's got the Android front end or something similar, the web OS. You're like, and then you can't do anything with it. That's absolutely
Can
ridiculous.
you
by
be
the
called
manufacturers.
professional commercial and have Android on it at the same time?
There's a lot of
Apparently
sugar.
so, because that's all they're shipping now, and it's awful.
Many of them also are Teams appliances. It's fantastic. It's an Android-based Teams appliance. Enjoy. It costs $9,000.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Look how many of those I never buy.
We put Google and Microsoft in the same box. Good luck.
You got a
I'd
final
simply
finale
request
worth of
that-
fireworks here. You can just
Oh, that's
launch
right. I
off
forgot
for
I
us.
paused all my fireworks.
Let's get some.
Sorry.
I want to really set this
Yeah.
off as we go out with a
Why
bang.
is it not unpausing?
We need something very controversial.
Uh-oh.
The most controversial of all of them.
Why is it? I broke.
You broke everything.
Everything seems to be broken now.
Well, that's
What is happening?
freedom from network. This is what happens when you get that fancy new fiber you updated to.
It should have been a private island.
There it is.
Well, but the fireworks are. What's happening? There's a button labeled pause and unpause all, and the unpause ain't unpausing nothing.
Whoever did
So I
your
had
touch
to
panel
move-
design sucks.
Well, yeah, this one has just as many keys as a laptop, which oddly enough, because it's running on a laptop. So,
I love it. I love it.
all right, well, enough of that. I would say then yes, we simply declare independence from bad AV stuff across the board. and we-
Overpriced little widgets are also.
It's overpriced if it's a little widget.
I have this fundamental belief
Smaller the widget, the less it should
around
cost.
like sound bars. Sound bars are not a premium.
No.
Mark, could I interest you one that has an internal appliance for an ecosystem you don't use? This now
No.
costs $7,000.
When I've made that cognitive choice that I'm going with the sound bar, I've already decided I'm not going with the
You've
most
already made
premium
enough
option.
compromises in that space.
Yes.
So
Yeah, like me putting this
mediocre
thing in there
audio
for
is good
another
enough. I don't need $9,000 in your sound
thousands of
bar.
dollars is not going to make up that difference.
Well, what if it cost even more? Now it's more premium.
But what if I put a service contract on that? Would that mean I'm in business?
What if it tied to our also proprietary cloud monitoring service that could show you if it's red or green?
You have to go through my proprietary service to even get it online, sir. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you
Freedom
wanted to
from that.
configure it? Yeah, I need an account
first go
from
set
you.
up an account with our cloud monitoring thing.
Yeah, I just used one of those the other day. And granted, performance on it was pretty good for the cost I paid, which was here's a trial, it's free sort of thing. But
got
if
one of
step
those.
one is sign up for your cloud monitoring service.
Yeah,
I'm
not a fan.
really pleased with that.
Not a
I
fan.
put it right back in the box.
You know who
There you
you
go.
are. You know, bringing it to InfoCom, dropping it off at your
Just
table.
return
I'm
it.
not. No. It's sitting in the box here on my desk. Give me a shipping label.
Your desk has no room on it then. If that thing's on your desk.
I do like this option of taking stuff to Infocom and returning it to the booth.
Yeah. Just
We've shipped things to corporate headquarters before and just no return. Just like, here you go.
We have a mixer we might do that with.
Yes, maybe. If you're
Yeah,
listening.
but I don't think that Zoom is going to be there.
I don't
No,
think it will either,
different
but we
Zoom.
could leave it at the other
We
Zoom.
could take it to the other Zoom, and here's your mixer back. This did not work very well.
That's not
I don't.
us.
I don't even think the stupid iPad app that runs that mixer is even works anymore.
I don't know. I have
so
the,
bad.
I have the iPad app, but the mixer is over at your place. The connection doesn't. Bluetooth does not go
Not that
1,200 miles.
And it didn't
Bluetooth
work
goes
well to
together,
begin
man.
with.
It didn't work. So. Alrighty. Are we?
Things
are we
you
done
learn on the
declaring-
road.
We done declaring independence from things?
We're declaring it.
Lessons
Look forward to
lessons
seeing
from
you
the
guys in Infocon
road.
in a couple days.
Hey, Mark, this is July.
I know,
We've
I'm-
already been there.
Thank God we went to Infocom.
We
a
just
couple
got
weeks
back
ago.
from Infocom.
Yeah.
We're all a little hungover, but smarter.
Can close out with this. I forgot I had this loaded in here.
What is happening right now?
This is-
We really miss Justin, apparently.
Yeah, Justin holds this whole
You
thing
guys
together.
don't know Hulk Hogan's
I
1986
I was gonna say,
anthem?
is this
Real
wrestling or,
American?
Yes.
or why? Then light up the fireworks. Let's make this grand entry.
This was
Let's
this was
go.
his entrance music for the longest time.
All right, take us out of here, big guy.
Hold on, I'm blowing up stuff. This one says grand finale. I have to run it.
Well, everybody, thanks
Yes,
for listening.
We got there.
All right, I'll get out of here.
Welcome to summer.
I'm going to leave the Hulk Hogan stuff on.
Keep it rolling.
Thanks for putting up with yet another episode of AV SuperFriends On Topic. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at avsuperfriends.com.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV SuperFriends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.